sessions in seminar. As you know, we'll be having Code Financial, and the talk will be about fundamental analysis. To our right is Ms. Sheena Lorenzo. She's a graduate of UC, and right now works at Code Financial.
Alright. Okay. So, how many of you trade in the market na? So, a few hands. Pero since you're here, it means you're interested, right? Yes. Okay, matakot ah. Let's make this as informal as possible. How old are you guys?
16.
20?
16.
17?
16.
16?
Hello.
Why are people so young? Ayun. I'm only 22, turning 23. So, yeah, these things, it's really close to my heart because I also started this way. I was in UP with JFA, it's Junior Finance Association, if you're aware. So, parang nag-start lang ako with a seminar, required pa, napilitan lang ako. Tapos, oh, it's finance, this is cool, parang stocks. Tapos yun, I got hooked into it. I got so hooked, I did self-study, I got an internship. So, parang I got really addicted to the stock market. So, I became really passionate about it. And for people, like yung mga fresh grad, I think this is always the question na parang usually people aren't happy with their jobs, and ang napansin ko, people in the stock market, they really love their job. So maybe this can be an option for you. Okay? Kung may questions kayo, even in the middle, you can ask para ano, kasi kailangan ko rin tansyahin on which level are we supposed to be. If masyadong madali, tell me. If medyo mahirap, just tell me, okay? So you attended the last introduction with JM Lapina? No rin. Sige, let's have a brief ano na rin. Sige. We're gonna move it there. So, you have finance subjects na?
Kind of.
You have na. So, you know the basics of like what is a stock, what is it? Medyo? Sige. Ano na lang. Do this. So, what is a stock? Who can explain what is a stock? There. A stock represents an ownership in a company. Tapos, why do you go into the stock market? Why do you want to buy stocks? Why are we even bothering doing this? Bakit tayo sa stock market? Oh, it's cool na.
What are you saying?
Kaya?
To earn money. To earn money.
To earn money. Yun talaga, di ba? Because we want to make money. That's why we're in the stock market. Let's check if it works. There. So yeah. So what is a stock? That's what he said. It represents an ownership for a company. And how do I make money using the stock market? So the stock, kunwari, it represents Ayala, kunwari, Ayala Land. So every time Ayala Land makes money, kunwari, every year, they make money. Eh, di lumalaki yung value ng stock, right? Kunwari, gumawa ka ng store mo. Today, it's worth 1 million yung store mo kasi it's making 100,000. Next year, dumoble yung sales mo. Naging 200,000 na yung kinikita mo. So, ano mangyayari sa value ng company mo? In theory, parang dodoble rin, di ba? So that's also how it works in the stock market. The more you make money, the more that the value of your company goes up. So kapag umaakyat yung value ng company mo, umaakyat yung stock price mo. So that's what you trade. So you make money, right? So that's what you call price appreciation. The next one is earnings dividend. So companies, they don't really need that much money anymore. So every year or every quarter, they give out money. Kung this year, your store made 200,000 and you feel like you really don't need the 200,000 to expand again. So what I'm gonna do, 200,000, bibigay ko sa shareholders ko. Parang sige paghatian yan since you own the company naman. Guess naman? So that's the basic concept of a stock. Mayroon bang di nagtatagalog dito? Baka, I know. So, can everyone speak Tagalog?
Yes.
Yan. Walang sumagot akala ko. So why do we like stocks? Stocks versus other investment vehicles. We like stocks because in the long run, it makes you the most money. And it's very accessible in a way na 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, you can make money out of it. Unlike kung other investment options, real estate, doing a business, you need more capital and more attention to it. So, alarming din. Last year, di ba? Inflation rate was at 6%. you know, we keep on joking about it, the silly jokes and those stuff, but then it's quite alarming na parang you feel like it's unfair na, kung wari, last year, yung Chicken Joy mo, the 150 pesos, for example, that you can buy a Chicken Joy for, at the end of the year, it will not buy you the same Chicken Joy. Pero yung allowance niyo ba umakyat? So, dapat ata may index rin yung allowance natin sa inflation, di ba? So, yun. That's why we're in the stock market, to beat those things na, kasi ang unfair na your income's not going up, but then, the prices of the stuff you need to buy, they go up. That's why we're in the stock market, para maintain yung purchasing power natin. There. And then, I think this is something a lot of people oversee. Ako, I started investing when I was 18. But, there's a lot of people na when I go to talks, parang sinasabi nila, I don't wanna start investing it. I'll start when I work na. Sounds familiar? Diba? That's what everybody thinks. I'll start when I have a job na. But then, when they have a job, they keep on spending. So, mga 25 na yung totoo nagsa-start. So, the first one started at 18, the next one at 25. Lump sum lang yan. Isang 100,000 lang. 100,000 lang. Tapos you assume KGAR of 10%. KGAR is the annual growth, ha? So, at 60 years old, kung wari, gusto nilang dalawa mag-retire, isang lagayan lang ng 100K. It makes all the difference at age 60. So, yung 7 years na yan, that's double. Nakatakot ba? Sabi ni Einstein, is the 8th wonder of the world. Ang nerd talaga eh. Yun. So, nakakaano lang eh, parang, 7 years, ganun nakaano, but really it's compounding, and that's why we like doing this for young people, kasi nakakalimutan natin eh, time is on our side eh. Feeling mo, ay, bata ako, wala akong pera, when in reality, time is our greatest asset, kasi we can start today. There. So, next is why. Why we're in the stock market. Kanina, you mentioned, because we need to make money. Why do we need to make money? To live. What else?
Basic needs.
To?
Afford basic needs.
To afford basic needs. After that, to travel. Ayun, gusto ko yun. Very honest. Ano pa? Ano pa?
Leisure, luxury.
Shopping.
Concerts.
Napipil ko, Lasal crowd talaga to eh. Ito yung mga nasagot eh. Ayan, pero I mean, let's be honest. That's what we want, right? Kaya nga tayo nag-aaral eh. That's why we're studying so hard in school. I mean, nakausap na ba kayo ng mga fresh grad these days? Ang mahal-mahal ng tuition nyo, tapos binibigay sa inyo ng starting salary? 20, 15? Is that fair? It's not fair, right? So you need other sources of income. So yung mga ganito. So in order to do what you really like, kunwari, gusto ko sobrang engineering talaga, I'm gonna do this, kahit 15K lang sweldo ko. May ganun eh, if they really want it eh. So you need these things to support you. In order that you need, so that you can do what you really want to do. So that's your why. Next one. So I have a question. Sino nagda-Netflix here? Everyone eh, almost everyone, di ba? How much is a Netflix subscription? So, nakiki-password lang ba kayo? That's why, no? Kaninong password yan? It's like 500. 500 per month, right? So, how long have people been using Netflix? 1, 2 years, right? 2 years. So, 500 pesos per month for 2 years. How much is that? Diba? 12,000. It's monthly, right? So, after 2 years, what will happen to your 12,000? Wala, diba? Pero entertainment yan. So, sulat na yun? Sulat, no? Pero, at the end of 2 years, wala ka nakuha. But then, if you invested in the Netflix stock for 2 years, it's almost quadruple your money. Nakatakot ba? Hindi naman. Chill lang. Mayaman kasi mga tao dito, so di na-appreciate eh. Pag ibang crowd, tuwang-tuwa sila eh.
Masaya.
Ayun. Di ba? Pero, times 4 in 2 years. Which bank can give you that? Wala, di ba? Pag may nagbigay sa inyo na nag-promise sa inyo, ibig sabihin scam yun. Yeah, yung mga ask ni how, times 4. Di ba? But then in the stock market, it becomes real eh. And especially us people na kung ako, I really know I love Netflix. The person beside me loves Netflix. And I know everybody will continue subscribing here. Unless nag-share ka malahat ng isang password. So, why not make more money using what you know, diba? So, let's see. Let's see more money-making charts. Now, corporation. That's like from $3, naging 15, 20.
19.
How many days? Sa month?
Month.
Ilang percent return yan? That's a lot. No need to compute, but it's a lot, right? Next one. ISM. From 3 to 8. Few weeks lang. Do we want this? Is this why we're in the stock market? Because we want to catch this, right? Bakit pa ako mag-aaral in class? Kung bomba lang ng bomba dito, I make so much money, right? Why would I go to the firm na binabayaran ako 15K per month when I can do this? Narinig niyo ba yun? Huh? So is that why you're here? That's why we're here, right? In order that we catch this. Right? Ito pa. Lakas din ito, oh. Less than 1 peso, naging 280. Do you want this? Do you want these kinds of returns? So, magti-trade na ba kayo because of this? 10 years. Ano mangyayari after 10 years? Bibigyan lang niya ng 10 years. Give him time. Ganon. Alam nyo, ito yung mga charts na pinapakita ng mga tao out there telling people to invest in the stock market without the proper risk management. Kasi when they put it out there, okay, I made 200% of my money while I'm trading in the beach. I mean, no offense to them, pero they make it sound like trading is so easy. It might be easy for them, but sa ganito natatrap yung mga tao eh. Kasi, if you came at the wrong time,
Oh.
yung kanina, now corporation,
Oh.
that can happen to you. Can wipe out your money. So, Bitcoin. Sino yung Bitcoin dito? How was it? Kamusta? Okay, parang nasasad ka. Medyo ano. So, ito eh, parang this is why people think na gamble yung stock market na yan. That's super risky. Why are you there? Why are you wasting your money there? So, we don't want that, right? That's why we're here trying to tell you that before you try it, you need to know the rules of the game. So, ano yung rules of the game? So, if I know the rules of the game, hindi na ba ako malulugi? We don't know if you follow it, right? So, let's start. What are the rules of the game? Number 1, you need to know who you are. So, ano ba yung personality ko? Am I risky? Gusto ko ba nag-day trade ako? Gusto ko ba I'm watching the market every day? Do I have time for it? Or gusto ko long-term lang? I'm really doing this for retirement. So, it really depends on who you are. Once you mix that up, that becomes deadly. Yung kanina, yung mga Now Corporation, diba? What's the news there? That's the third telco, right? Sabi nila, ay, magiging third telco to. Everybody was buying. Nung nag-20, may mga bumili pa at 20. Tapos, bumagsak, diba? Bumagsak. 15, 10. After nun, sabi nila, long-term investor na ako. So, they mix it up. They come in as a momentum trader. So, sabi nila, one day lang ako dito. Pero nung naipit na, long-term investor na sila. Kagaya sabi niya, I'm gonna give this stock 10 years. Ano mangyayari after 10 years? We don't know, right? So, once you mix it up, that's deadly. So, you need to know who you are, okay? Next one is the FTSR. I will explain this later. It's our framework. Kasi last time, you did technicals daw, di ba? Some of you, I guess. So, I'll explain it na lang later. And then, the third one is know what you're getting into. I hope yung mga charts kanina, it showed you na the stock market can also be a deadly game if you do not do it properly. Okay? You warned you enough, ha? Gusto niyo pa ba mag-trade? Siyempre. So, this one is investor's journey. So, with COL, usually, ina-advocate nila na na long-term lang, monthly. Actually, I'm not really from COL. I'm on the fund side na parang, I'm not really on the brokerage na, go to COL, ganon, di ako ganon. I'm on the fund side na, ito, tirahin natin to, ito, let's buy this. I usually do it in the global equity markets. I'm more active in the US kasi it's a bigger market and more scalable. But then, medyo same lang dapat yung thought process. So, isipin niyo muna if you're a long-term or a short-term investor. So, if may isang takeaway kayo dito sa talk, it's this one. Because ito yung nagtatrap sa mga tao when they get confused. So, kunwari, I'm gonna start na, okay, gusto ko mag-watch araw-araw, gusto ko maging professional trader, tapos naging busy ka na, hindi mo na watch. Paglingon mo, down 20% ka na. So you really need to know who you are. So for long term, average returns yan, 8 to 12% to 15%. Passive investing, usually lagay ka lang every month. Lagay ka lang, continue buying 10 years, 20 years, and that's it. That's your retirement. Next one, active investing. You can use calling the shots. Ang witty niyan eh. So with COL, parang they give out, kuwari, today, Metrobank, buy below 80 pesos. Ganon. Okay, BDO, buy below 130 pesos. So every time the stock price goes below that, you buy it. Ganon. Accumulate ka lang na accumulate. Nothing to do, you just follow them. So kapag passive, you can do this. But 100% of the people make money in the long run. Everybody makes money. Pero since we're young, kahit na sobrang sabihin natin na long term lang tayo para we make money, di ba? Para we don't lose money. Gagawin pa rin natin ito eh. We really like the action eh. Young people. Sinabi ko rin yan dati. Sinabi ko, ay shit, long term lang ako. Pero wala eh. Nangangati ka talaga mag-trade ng momentum stocks. Kasi parang 20%, 50%. Kung kita mo yung katabi mo, nag 50% in one day, di ka magagaya. Di ka gagaya. Siyempre gagaya ka. Tapos pagkabili mo, nasa taas na, bagsak na the next day. Tapos, the next day, bagsak ulit. Pareho kayong ipit. Eh, okay lang, may kasama naman ako eh. That's usually the case. In college, ganyan kami. As in, may isang mag-open lang ng laptop. Silip-silip, wala na nakinig. Lahat naka-laptop na. Tapos pag bumaba na yung price, ang gulo-gulo na. Wala nang nakikinig. So, ito rin yung minsan trap sa stock market na okay na may investing community kayo. Pero kapag kasi may kasama ka eh, misery loves company. Feeling mo okay lang malumi pag may kasama ka. So please, don't do that. Don't fall into that trap, okay? Bakit? So there. So swing position trading, momentum trading, ito yung mga ginagawa ng mga day traders, professional traders. Kasi with COL, we have Citi Securities also. So it's a prop trading. So what they do, people just come in, that's their job. They just trade all day. They just make money all day. Fun ba yun? Okay. Gusto niyo ba ng ganung trabaho? You just come in, you just trade the stock market all day. Saya, no? Sobrang saya nun, nasa casino ka everyday, di ba? Pindot ka lang ng pindot, you're making so much money. While you see the person outside, hirap na hirap to make money. Pero syempre, on down days, may told you kahapon, nang lugi yung market, sabi ko, shit, gusto ko na lang maging guard. I was looking at the security guard, sana guard na lang ako today. Yun, pero, that's really it, yung may roller coaster talaga, but once you get a hang of it, it's really one of the best jobs ever. Oh, it's okay. I think it's okay. You can hear me now, right? Yeah. So there. So long term, it can get you 8 to 15%, mga ganyan. In the short term, it can get you 25 to 70, even triple digit returns. So which one do you want? Short term, right? Siyempre, go big or go home. Pero 85% of the people lose money. So we need to be careful. Kaya may caveat na talaga tayo dito. Kasi other traders will keep on telling you, it's so easy, we make so much money. So we need to be careful, okay? So yun.
Can afford to use mine. I cannot.
There. Ito lang pala. Kailangan ko ano yung feature ng COL eh. Para kunwari ginagawa ko yung trabaho ko. Ayan. So this is the EIP thing. I mean, kung chill lang kayo na ayaw nyo talaga, parang ano lang yan, every month lang, you buy the same amount eh. So kunwari, you're working, and you're earning 50K, then you can put aside 5K. So i-automate nyo na yan. Automate yan, you buy the same stock every month. Pero in the long term, stocks go up, di ba? Why do stocks go up in the long term? Price. What else? Bakit yung stock market parang forever siya umaakyat? Yes.
Because of the inflation.
The inflation, yeah, one of it, di ba? Value of the company. Kasi every year, yung normal trajectory ng stocks, ng companies, it's going up. Every day, more and more Filipinos are being born. Every day, more and more Filipinos are eating or eating Chicken Joy. So, lagi may nag-expand, may new store palagi kasi mas maraming tao eh. So, aakyat talaga yung stock price mo. That's a normal trajectory kasi everything's expanding eh. Right? Yun. So, that's why mas safe sa EIP. If this is fit for you, go ahead. Yan. But, binamaliit nyo lang yung EIP, but ang ganda ng returns nito ah. Kailangan mo lang talaga upuan on bad times, but sometimes it reaches 20-30%. So, huwag nating maliitin yung long-term investing. Okay? This one. This is step 2. Consider FTSR. Bear with me here, okay? So, what is FTSR? Narinig niyo na ba yung mga tanong? Diba? Usually, it's the Miss Universe question for the stock market. Are you for fundamentals or technicals? Have you heard that? Sige. Fundamentals, it's there. It's the study of the business itself. Kumare, Jollibee. How much are you making this year? So, mag-expand ba kayo next year? Ganon. Yung mga ganon. But then, pag technicals, una, when I was a student also, I found technicals odd. Na parang, bakit porket mapupunta sa line na to, aakyat na siya? Bakit ganon? Pero, what's the point, diba? Una, it's so hard to grasp na it's just a chart, right? Bakit automatic pag ganon, umakyat siya? You wonder? You also wonder? Medyo odd, no? Una, i-grasp yung technicals. Kasi parang indicators lang siya eh. Plotting the chart, up, down, ganyan, ganyan. Why is the stock price moving because of that? Eh, it's a company. Bakit ganun? Diba? So, sige, explain natin later bakit ganyan. Usually, people do fundamentals and technicals. That's why we have this framework. It's from Kalo Trading Institute. Ayan. It's a, nagpa-plug. Oh, I don't get anything out of it, okay? So, parang siya, Kalo Trading Institute, it's a school for traders. So, parang it's an 8-week program. Oh, this guy went through that. Pero, yun. But it's a good one. It's a good program. So, ito yung ina-advocate nila na not just fundamentals and technicals because you also need to consider sentiment and risk management. This is very important, risk management. Everyone forgets this. Kasi pag nakalimutan to, like we said kahapon, hindi na FTSR. It's FTSP. You just pray because you don't have risk management. Yung iba ganyan yung strategy nila, dasal na lang eh. Sinadasalan yung stock market. I have this friend who told me, natuto lang akong magdasal sa stock market eh. It's true, that's true. So, yun. Ayan. So, of course, we start with fundamentals. Kasi nga sabi, fundamentals yung talk, diba? Sino interested to do fundamentals? Honestly. Bakit nung sinabi ko honestly, binaba mo? Kung siya kanina honestly, ayaw na niya. Ayan. Diba? Minsan, inaano ng ibang tao fundamentals, that's boring, I want more action. But, when I was in college, kasi business din eh, parang mas na-appreciate ko lang yung accounting when I was doing this na. Pag pinasok ko yung homework ko, will I make money out of it? Yeah, diba? No one's paying me to do it. But if I do my company analysis properly, I'm gonna make money out of it. So, learning stuff makes sense then. Diba? If you make money out of it. If not, para saan? Diba? So that's why we learn. Kapag nakikita mo na yung real-life application of what you do in school, that's where you see the value in it. Okay? Let's start with fundamental analysis. It's basically the study of the business value. Kasi, like yung example natin kanina, yung store, dumoble siya yung earnings mo. So, in theory, dapat dumoble rin yung stock price, right? Though it's not the case in reality because marami yung other factors, diba? Kaya ang FTSR, hindi lang F. Importante pa rin yung fundamentals because in the long run, this one really drives your growth. Especially for the long-term investors here, okay? This is very important. On the most simplest stuff, you tell me if it's a fad or a mega trend. Parang fundamental analysis exercise. Very simple lang. So you tell me if it's a fad or a mega trend. Fad, mawawala kagad, walang kwenta yan. Mega trend, this is gonna be here for a long time. And then we're gonna see if the chart says otherwise. Okay? So you answer me. Is Facebook a fad or a mega trend? Mega trend. Gusto niyo ba may price pa to? Wala tayong budget eh. Ayan. Oops. Diba? So the chart tells you. Pizza, fad or mega trend?
Pizza.
Sino sabing fad?
I don't know.
Nagalit. Trivia
I don't eat
In
pizza.
the past 10 years, 10-20 years, yung biggest gain in the US stock market is not Google, it's not Amazon, it's Domino's. They were there at the right place at the right time. The Americans, they're super lazy. They want everything delivered to them. And dati wala pang kalaban eh. Wala pang mga food panda, something like that dati. So, everybody wants pizza. So, yun. Trivia, huwag niyo malitin ang pizza.
I hate pizza.
GoPro. Fad, right? Fad. You can see, parang ang cool na parang, ganyan lang pala kadala yung fanda. Parang makikita mo if you like the product, if you won't buy it, parang, Kasi kung hindi mo bibilhin, paano sila kikita? If the person next to you won't buy it, paano sila kikita? Something like that. Just say it. Skincare.
I think it's a mega trend.
Oh, I love it. I love the confidence.
Mega trend.
Skincare is life. Diba? Totoo eh. It's real. Everybody wants to be pretty.
Wow.
This one.
Ah.
Pwede na one. There. Diba? You can see sa chart eh. This one.
Marijuana, mega trend. It's been a mega trend since
We do not
medieval
encourage
times.
these things ah. Pero kayo nagsabi niya.
It's a mega trend.
eh.
You can't deny it.
Yung source ng space brownies na eh. Ayan. You can see sa chart eh. If it's a father of mega trend. Wow, I remember this talk. Can I share? Ayan no, at 40, ay yung mga trader yung mga trader stories. Kasi US market, it's at night, di ba? So, iniisip nyo rin, paano pumaparty mga traders kung sa gabi yung US market, di ba? Paano pumaparty Asian traders? I remember that night, I bought Tilray at 40. Nagkakaraoke kami noon. I was with 2 friends. Nagkakaraoke kami, tapos I made 8% in 2 minutes. Is that good? Habang nagkakaraoke, 8%, 2 minutes. Is that good? So, pinanta ko agad that night. 40 ah. It went all the way to 300. So, I hated myself every day. That night, I told myself, sabi ko, shit, I want to be a rock star. Tapos, kinabukasan, ganun yung stock. I hated myself every day. So, ganun talaga yung emotional ng stock market eh. But then, yun din yung freedom of it. You can work while doing other things, right?
Yes.
Yun. So, yun din yung fun side of it. Tapos, you hate yourself every day.
Tama naman.
Next one. Ayun nga eh. It's always the question, is fundamental analysis really that simple? Sasabihin ko lang ba fund or megatrend tapos na? Ganun ba yun? It's not, diba? We wish it was simple. Pero lalo in the Philippine companies na parang, kunwari, Jollibee, parang ang hirap naman i-gauge to, fund megatrend ba to? Diba parang forever megatrend naman to? Kunwari, yung other companies na parang, Mega World, Condo, parang, fund or megatrend, parang weird naman. Diba? It's harder eh. So let's see what we can use. Let's try to make this as simple as possible. To, like yung kanina, you wouldn't know in the short term eh. You wouldn't know if it's really the fundamentals that's driving it. But in the long term, dapat parallel yan. That's why we still need fundamentals, okay? So, this is an example. You can do the top-down approach. Top-down, medyo straightforward naman. Top-down, di ba? So, macro yung sa taas. Economics. Sino econ major dito? Anong year niya na? Ayan, okay lang. Hindi nyo kayo question. Joke lang. Minsan natin econ kasi. Tapos, macro. So, tingin nyo, ang Philippines. How do you feel about the Philippines? How do you feel about the country? Do you think more Filipinos will be born in the next coming years?
Yes.
Yes, right? We don't stop eh. We just don't stop. Tapos, since more people are being born, ano kailangan ng mga tao? Food. Diba? Our basic needs, consumer needs. Ano pa? Shelter. We need houses. So, more people will need these things eh. So, mafe-feel mo na parang, I'm very bullish on the country kasi more and more people will be born eh. Gusto ko yung demographics. That's an example of the analysis for the country. Next one, kung nakapili ka ng industry, kung consumer, more people will eat every day, edi you pick the restaurants. And then the next one, company analysis. That's when you choose the specific restaurant that you want. Kung JFC, Jollibee Food Corporation, gusto ko yung mga nila. Or gusto mo ba Max's? Or gusto mo ba pizza, Shakey's? So that's when you do the company analysis. So layering lang to make things more simple para hindi kayo maguluhan kasi that's what people always ask when they start investing, what do I buy? Then forever tanong yan, what do I buy? What do I buy? So ito yung general guideline para you can do it yourself also. Let's see how it works. So macro, I just compiled some whatever articles kagabi. Ayan no. New BSP, diba? Bago yung BSP natin. So may easing, monetary policy. So ano yung easing? Sige. Yung easing, parang you put more money in the system. Binababaan mo rin yung interest rate so more people can have money. I mean, not free money, but kung bababaan mo yung interest rates, right? So parang ganun. Tapos, yung inflation natin, nag-stabilize na. It's 3.8 na lang. Is that a good thing? That's good, right? Hindi na sobrang mahal ng mga stuff. So, as a consumer, mas marami ako mabibili with my money. Muntik ko na sabihin with my pera. Call nyo naman. Tapos yung GDP, 6.1. Is that good? So parang you can see in the general macro of the Philippines, okay yung consumer, okay yung property. Kasi when people have more money, what do they buy? Usually property. Property, diba? Or food. Pero yung big ticket, it's property. So kung ano, pilingin natin property. Let's see the next articles on the industry. Ayan. Residential real estate prices up in 2018. Ibig sabihin, more and more people are buying properties. Nasa news siya. Next one. Ayan. Everyone is bullish on the property market. Tapos dumating pa yung mga Chinese. Are they driving the prices? You see them everywhere? Everywhere, right? This is an international article, ah. They really drive a price surge. So yan. Teka. Ayan. So, makikita mo rin sa news eh. Ayan oh. This one. Manila Bay Area grew 65% last year. Property price. 65% in 1 year. Is that good? Is that good? That's a property, ah. It's a condo, ah. That's super good na. Is that sustainable? Is that sustainable? Di ba yung sa Bay Area, yung sa may MOA, di ba ang daming Chinese doon? So they're the one driving the prices up. Kasi mga Chinese, they have so much money. And parang they buy the whole floor, the whole building, all in cash. Like Filipinos, we don't have money. We don't have that kind of money. Kaya okay lang sa akin. Kaya tumataas yung price because of them. So, you know this is happening. As in, mag-drive ka lang sa MOA, kita mo sa gilid, parang puro Chinese. Even yung mga little stuff na nanonotice mo, you can apply it in the market eh. So yun, nanotice natin yun, di ba? So what do we do? What do we buy? So we check the property companies. When you check the property companies nga, oo, umaakyat lahat. Tapos, you even have companies like this, parang pure play, sila yung may-ari lang sa may Bay Area. So parang you have these kinds of companies, di ba? So what do? Do you buy this? Do you buy these companies? Would you buy the property companies when you know that the prices are going up?
Yeah.
Yes, right? Yes. So yun. So that's the basic top-down analysis. Okay? There. So ito yung basic ano niyan eh, ng top-down analysis. So, kung may napansin kayong development in the market, okay, new president, new policy, new stuff. What will happen? What will happen to the economy? What will happen to a specific industry? Tapos kung ma-point mo na, something will happen sa industry, which company do you pick? I mean, it depends on who you are, ah. Like, kunwari ako, not me. Kunwari ako, kunwari property broker ako, and I know what's happening, I can see what's happening. So, yan yung ano ko, that's what I know, so I'll invest in those stuff. Gets ba? So, it depends on your core expertise din. Kunwari, ganito, have you heard of the thing build? Golden age of infra. Heard of it? 2016, right? It was like a big boom. Everybody was like, on the macro, GDP growth, kasi government spending, boom, boom. Okay yan. So who will benefit? Anong industry? When you build, it's construction. Yung bank, kasi they loan out more money, right? And property, yan yung mga if you build stuff. So, with that, alam mo na yung industry, you can choose your companies na. Kung ano, construction. I want MPI kasi it's the leader sa construction business. So, I choose MPI. And then sa banks, I like MBT kasi mas marami yung loan nila in this area. So, yung properties, feel ko SM will lead. So, ganyan ka pumili. Okay? Gets naman? This is top-down analysis for you. Ito, 2017, may train law. I think this is 2018. 17 naman enough. Ayan. So, kung may dagdag tax, it's good for the economy, is it? Government revenue eh. So, it's good, right? So, ang tatamaan dyan, consumer. So, this is Pepsi, and this is URC. Yung mga coffee, di ba? Yung mga sugary stuff, so sila yung tinatamaan dyan. Past tense, tinamaan. So, we're wishing na today hindi na. Pero, ganyan yun eh. When you see something sa news, this is how you see it. Para mas organize yung thought mo, okay? Okay? Next one. Ito, that's Pepsi, this is URC. Is that bad? It's really bad, no?
Pepsi very bad.
Ayan. Sige, explain ko sa'yo Pepsi eh. Sorry kasi favorite ko Pepsi eh. I mean the stock, not the drink. Okay?
Coke pa.
Sige. Explain ko later why I like Pepsi. So, let's dig deeper onto company analysis.
4 piece.
4Ps. Kung may taga-marketing dyan, this is a different 4Ps. So, expectation setting lang, what I'm teaching you is not really the thing na ginagawa ng analyst. Kasi yung mga analyst, di ba, they do the DCF, they do all the numbers, they all, parang, like the stuff you learn in class, pag finance class, the discounted cash flow model. Have you heard of it? So, parang, yun yung ginagawa ng ibang analyst. Sige, I'll explain DCF later. But this one, the fundamentals I'm teaching you, it's basically how I do it. Kasi parang buy side eh. Buy side, main purpose ko lang, I just want to make money. That's all. I don't care what numbers come up. I don't care kung maganda yung report ko or hindi. Basta I make money. Parang ganun. So, mahilig ako mag-shortcut. So, freestyle talagang fundamentals ha. It's different for person to person. This works for me. This is what matters to me. So, this is what I do. Okay? So, medyo may shortcut. Baka magtaka kayo. Medyo shortcut yung ibang ano ko. So, company analysis, basically 4 P's lang yan. Number 1, people. Do you trust the person behind the company? You trust this guy? Come on out. Do you trust this guy?
Kalaban namin yun eh. Kaya,
May art ng San Miguel. Do you trust him?
pwede natin.
Pwede na, di ba? Do you trust this guy?
Happy proud.
Manny Villar, richest man in the Philippines. Who's that? joke lang. Do you trust Manny Villar? Pwede na. Konti. Sa business, oo. Sa politics, hindi.
Yes. True,
Yan, di
true,
ba?
true.
Pero I mean, these people, they know how to make money, ah. And that's all that
Cannot
matters when you
deny.
invest in their stock, right?
Can't deny.
When you see this guy, will you trust him?
Who's that?
Will you trust him? This guy, yung stock niya, na-delist last year kasi ang dami niyang kalokohan.
His hair is... No.
Si Edward Cullen nga daw yan eh. That's what they call him sa stock market.
His hair makes me not
So, it depends rin on the people ah. It really matters. Kung hindi okay yung nagmamanage ang company that you're buying, lagot ka rin.
He looks like a scammer.
Oh, he does look like one,
Hair,
right?
buhok.
Kita, ang dami nagpaloko dyan, hindi ko rin magets eh. Next one is product. Like yung kanina, Father Mega Chen. Which one do you like? Do you like a Jollibee Chicken Joy or do you like a Max's Chicken? Siyempre Jollibee tayo, di ba?
Yeah, eh.
Oh, kasi taas.
Makinasal, makinasal.
I love the passion. Passion for Mang Inasal. Ayun, that's basically people and product. The next one, pair to, potential and predictability. What is potential? Tingin nyo, ilang malls mabibuild ni SM next year in the Philippines?
Ilan na ba yung malls nila?
Sa bulak
No, I
ang
mean,
dami.
diba, sobrang dami na eh. Parang every corner may SM na eh. Can they grow double in the next 5 years?
Triple.
People, very, very bullish. Ayun. Parang it's hard to double for it. Parang it's hard, diba? They're so big. How can you double when you're that big? Kung wala may SM North ka, lalagyan mo pa sa gilid, gano'n. Parang gano'n, yun din yung thought process. SM Northwest. May gano'n?
Siya po nag-isip.
Ayun, may bago siyang ano, i-propose mo lang. So yun, you need to think about the potential. If the company is too big, how can you double in the next 5-10 years? That would be hard to do, right? But then if your company is small, is it easy to double?
Yes.
It's easier to double, right? So you put this into the equation, potential. But then on the other side, predictability, you really need companies you trust there. Tingin nyo, SM, will they be here in the next 10 years?
Yes.
Company Nete, will they be here in the next 10 years? No, right?
I don't even
So
know
you need
him.
to take that into consideration. If they'll be here, or they'll run away with your money. Okay? So, we dig deeper. This is on the valuations part. Who's done valuations before? Okay, let's make this as easy as possible. So, market price, what you see, isn't really the value of your company. It's not, right? Kasi the market price, it changes every day. It changes, is that 5-10% every day? So it's impossible that that's the value in that particular minute or second. And then, there's this thing called fair value estimate. Fair value, kung wari, CSM ngayon, SM is at 900. Pero feeling ko, 1,000 siya dapat. So yun yung difference. Market price is 900. Feeling ko, value niya is 1,000. So that's the difference. With fundamental analysis, that's what you take advantage of. Kasi nga, hindi nga parallel lagi yung value ng company, yung intrinsic value, and yung current price niya. So kung nakita ko ang baba ng presyo compared sa totoong value niya, what do I do? What do I do? Kung wari ito usually value nito 1,000, tapos today naka 500 siya, ano gagawin ko? Bibilin mo, right? Kung wari, next month, 1,500 na siya, ano gagawin ko? Benta ko na. So it's the same case with stocks. Feeling mo, kapag you're buying it at a bargain, you're gonna buy it. Pero if feeling mo masyadong mahal, you're gonna sell it. Like that, right? Gets? Same concept, right? So there's two. One is absolute valuation, next is relative. Absolute, ito yung titignan mo mismo yung earnings niya. Yung 4 P's kanina, titignan mo yan lahat. Tapos, i-forecast mo how much money they'll make. I'll explain that later. Next one is relative. Kung wari, between Jollibee and Max's, medyo dapat same lang yung metrics niya, di ba? Should be the same. Kasi they're both restaurants. So, parang i-compare ko lang silang dalawa, which is a fair value for the companies. Let's go into that later. Okay, absolute valuation, this is the discounted cash flow method, usually, yeah? So, we like this kasi because it's very commonly used. All the analysts in the correct, you see the broker research reports, maybe in finance class, you're supposed to do this. I think so. Tapos, yung very specific assumptions, it's allowed eh. Kung wari, feeling ko this year, nagsuslow down si Mang Inasal, pero yung Jollibee aakyat. So, I can put that in. Tapos, feeling ko, maraming magko-close na Chowking. I can put everything there. Parang you can be as specific as you can with the DCF. The hard part about it is it's time-consuming. Sobrang sayang siya sa oras. I mean, maybe it's worth it, right? Pero, very information heavy, there's a lot of moving parts. That's why personally I don't really do a DCF on my own. I let the analyst do it. Tapos I just speak based on their expectation versus my expectation. Okay, I'll explain later. So, absolute valuation and DCF, ito yung main concept nun. Kung wari, this is your company. Kung wari, gumawa ka ng company na 1 million worth today. Like kanina, earning 100,000. I-forecast mo kung ano yung ma-earn ko in year 1, year 2, year 3, year 5, until yung terminal. Diba? Yun naman yung value ng company mo eh. Value ng company mo is based on what you earn out of it. Right? Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yun. So, it depends on your earnings per year. But then, yung earning mo in year 1 will not be the same value as what it is today, diba? Time value of money. So, same concept. Kunwari, your money in January 2020 is not the same as your money in 2019. Kasi may time value eh. If you see it, like kunwari, sa bangko, time deposit rate, diba you earn more? Tama naman, diba? You earn more eh. So, dapat aakyat yung pera mo. Same with the DCF. Parang kunwari, what I will earn in year 5, i-discount ko siya every year. Kasi kunwari, yung year 5 ko pa magkukuha yung 100 million, it's not 100 million today. It's like 90 lang. Kasi matagal pa eh. Gets ba yung concept? So, the time value of money. So, that's why DCF is like that. So, you plot all the earnings in all the years, i-discount mo to its present value. Does that make sense? Ito na yung medyo boring part ng fund na, I'm so sorry. Ayan. Pero kailangan talaga eh, kailangan. So ito yung example ng broker report and COL. Ito lang yung ginagawa ko, hindi ako nag-DCF on my own. What's important? Ano yung importante sa company? Net income, di ba? Net income and EPS. EPS is the earnings per share. It's net income divided by all the shares. Number of all the shares. Right? Para mas madali mo ma-plot with the price. Kore, EPS, ayan o. Yan yung EPS niya. Tapos, ginagawa lang sa EPS, dinidiscount to the present using WACC. What is WACC? It's a weighted average. Sorry ah. Medyo with feelings eh. Parang yung niya, parang discount rate ng company. It depends per company. Ako, risky yung company mo. Siyempre, you charge them more. Diba kung wala, ikaw yung loan shark. Kung wala, ito, mayaman. Ito, mukhang walang masyadong pera. Ayun. Eh di mas mataas yung rate na i-charge mo sa mukhang walang pera, di ba? Kasi mas risky eh. So same case here for companies. Mas mataas yung rate na pang-discount mo kapag mas risky yung company. Gets? So iba-ibang companies, iba-ibang discount rate also. Pero we leave that to the analyst kasi maraming moving parts eh. Maybe on the more advanced level we can do it. Next one is the relative valuation. I like relative valuation kasi it's so easy eh. Parang ano lang, i-Excel mo lang. But ang hirap sa relative valuation, very subjective. I remember this. I did the competition, parang ano, PwC. I think baka gawin nyo, M&A siya. So parang, nag-plot ako ng companies kasi we were looking at consumer companies. Tapos naghanap ako ng kagaya niya in other countries na consumer also. You know what? I asked my prof, sabi ko, anong presyo gusto mo? I-manipulate ko, kaya ko bigay yung presyo mo. Kasi it depends on ano, it depends yung mga kasama niya. How do I say this? Kunwari, ikaw, maganda. Katabi mo si Julia Barreto. Tapos, kabila mo si Catherine. Ano mafe-feel mo? You will feel pangit, di ba? Pero parang ganun. Parang comparables din yan. Tanggalin mo si Julia Barreto, lagyan mo ng mga mas pangit sa'yo. How would you feel? Feeling mo maganda ka na, di ba? Parang ganun lang yan. Kung sino yung katabi mo, dun mo ma-feel yung value mo. Kaya ito yung relative valuation. It can be very, very subjective. Depende on which one you choose. Kaya kailangan, make sure na pag RV, dapat fair yung comparison mo. So tingin kayo sa katabi niyo. Do you feel gabo or do you feel pangit? Ayan. Familiar ba tayo sa PE, PB? Sige, I will explain this. So, there's relative valuation because there's law of one price. Na parang kunwari, itong mic stand na to, tsaka mic stand na yun, it should be the same thing, right? Should be the same thing. Na parang one restaurant, dapat medyo same lang siya. So, this is why we do relative valuation. Guys, ang boring na ba? Sorry ha. So, example to. PE, what is PE? Wala ba tayong ano? Wala tayong... Sige, wag na. Pwede magpaka-prof, walang pentel eh. Ayan. So, PE ratio is price over earnings. Medyo weird, no? Bakit natin kailangan yun? So, kunwari, like yung sample natin kanina, yung kumpanya ko, it's worth 1 million. And I'm earning 100,000 this year. So, your price is 1 million. Price is like your value, ah. And then yung earnings mo is 100,000. So, price over earnings, what's the PE of my company? 1 million over 100,000. Bakit isa lang yung sumagot? It's 10. It's 10 times, right? So, parang ganun yung PE. We were talking about the whole value, pero china-chop kasi nila into shares. Like yung sa taas, yung whole company mo, 1 million divided by, kunwari, 1,000 shares. So, dinidivide. That's PE. So, PE is basically what you pay for every 1 peso that the company earns. Does that make sense? Medyo weird, no? Medyo weird. Sige, ulitin natin. Dalawa yung stock. Tapos, this stock, presyo niya 10 pesos. Pero yung kinikita niya, 1 peso. Do you think it's a good buy? Pwede na, di ba? May parang you're earning 1 peso, tapos 10 yung inano ko. Eh, every year ko naman makukuha yung 1 peso mo eh. Is that a good buy? Pwede na, di ba? 10 times PE, pwede na. But you see the other stock, presyo niya 100 lang. Pero, yung kinikita niya, 50. Is that good? Which one's better? Company B, right? Sobrang mura. So, feel mo, super good deal na. Oops. So, yung general rule, kapag mababa yung PE, kapag mababa yung price na pinipay mo for the same earnings, ibig sabihin that's cheaper. So, you want cheap. You want cheap? You want cheap, right? Everything else equal, you want cheap. But this is the caveat. Maybe there's a reason why it's cheap. Diba? May reason naman bakit mura yung mga bagay eh. So, si stock A pala, 10 times yung PE niya kanina, pero grabe yung growth niya, 100%. Yung kabila, hindi siya nag-grow. So, yung kagaya kanina, 1 peso to, so feeling mo, mag-grow pa siya in the next coming years. Kasi ang laki eh, 100% growth this year. Feeling mo, masusustain niya. Kung di man niya masustain, 50, 40. So, malaki yung growth. So, tataas yung makukuha mong earnings. Unlike the other one, it's stagnant. That's why it's only 2 times PE. So there, this is the trap na value versus growth. Kasi a lot of other people are saying, it's a value play, value play. May mga stock na 10 years ng value play, hindi pa lumalabas yung value. So be careful with that, okay? Sabi nila, ang baba ng PE, ang baba. So bibilin ko na. Be careful pa rin, okay? There's sometimes, parang the market is not dumb, there would be reasons why your stock is cheap. Okay? Ito. Which one is cheap? Again, cheap is low PE, right? Which one? B. Ayan. Company B is cheap. Which one is expensive? D. Okay? Yes naman. So, ito yung mga sample ng consumer companies in this country. So, if you really want the slides, I can send it out naman. Parang hindi ko hirapan. Okay, ano nga yan? Ayan. Kasi diba relative valuation, you compare company to company, tas lahat sila consumer. So, ayan yung mga PE nila, tas yan yung respective growth. That's how you do your relative valuation, na parang, ito cheaper than this. Kunwari, makita mo si Max and Jollibee. Kunwari lang tas makita mo, mas expensive pa si Max. Sino bibilin mo? Siyempre si Jollibee, diba? Parang no-brainer na yun. So, that's how you compare companies also. Okay? PB and ROE. Medyo kadire, kasi parang sorry, mga technical terms minsan nakaka-asar talaga. Same lang siya with PE, but for banks. Pero medyo hindi na super necessary. Yan. What is PB? Yung kanina, price over earnings. Ito, price over book value. What's book value? Sino accounting major dito? What's book value? Again, sorry? Asset value. Tama. Asset value, di ba? Ina-net mo siya. So, assets minus liabilities. So, it's basically your equity. Okay to sa banks kasi bangko naman, asset nila yan eh. Pera na eh, nakakatch ka na. So, it's okay. So, for banks, they use PB instead of PE. So, book value is your equity or net assets over number of shares. So, yung PB mo is yung price over book value. Tapos yung net income mo, yung ROE mo is net income over equity. Trust me guys, you don't really super need this. So, it takes time. It's okay. And general rule, like the PE, if it's low, it's cheap. Yun lang yung general rule. Yan. Tapos yung higher ROE, parang yung growth kanina. Kapag high yung ROE mo, it's okay that your PB is higher. Which one is cheap?
A.
Ayan o. Bakit sumabay? Ayan. C is expensive. Parang PNB yan Ayan. So, banks and financials, yan yung mga PB nila and yung ROE. This is live real banks to So, parang you can choose na rin yung mga data ng mga real banks, which one you want to buy. Gets? So, dividend yield, some people do this. Sino ba gusto mag long term here? Gusto mo rin mag long term, di ba? Some people, especially yung mga malalaki na yung assets nila, habol nila dividend. So, gusto lang nila ng money every year. So, this matters for them. Dividend yield. So, every year, bibigyan ka niya ng 4.7%. Kung wala, you have 100,000, they give you 4.7. Actually, ito yung parang dream ko Sinabi ko dati na parang medyo gantong model. Kailangan ko lang ng 10 million. 10 million, tapos I can make kahit 15%. Sabi natin 15% lang. Kaya hirap yung market. What is 15% of 10 million? Ang hirap. 1.5 million, right? Can you live off 1.5 million in a year? Compare mo dun sa mga 8 to 5 job na in-overtime ka pa na 15K bayad sa'yo. Do you get it? I mean, this is the long-term, this is really the long-term, it's the goal. So kung nag-10 million ka, huwag mong pambili ng sports car. Ilagay mo sa investment. Para every year, you get 1.5 million. Doon ka mabubuhay. Yun yung OPEX mo with yourself. OPEX operating expense mo. Parang kumpanya ka lang. So kung may 1.5 ka per year, do you need to work? Well, of course you want to work, pero you don't really need to, right? So may passive income ka. Ito yung parang business model ng ibang tao sa buhay nila. Okay? So, yung mga tanong na kung nanalo kayo ng loto, ano gagawin nyo? Just put it in the market. Tapos you get so much money every year, you don't need to work, you just travel. That's the dream, right? Oh, that's the dream. Okay. Parang ganyang model yon. So, sources of info, if you need it, PSE Edge, it's very useful. Andiyan yung mga disclosures ng companies, yung company websites rin, usually magaganda naman yung presentations dyan, so it's easier to understand. We'll give out the slides na lang para hindi kayo mahirapan na. Tapos, syempre, COL Financial. And, kunwari, nagtatrabaho ako. And then the next one, yung mga news report, syempre. So, kahit na we said, ang dami natin ginawa, di ba? Ang dami natin ano sa fundamentals. But I wanna tell you, fundamentals is not everything. Ito yung common trap na feeling ko parang 1 week na ako nag-research on this company. Bakit mali pa rin ako? Bakit hindi pa rin umakit yung presyo? So it can be a frustration also. Parang this is me telling you, it's really not everything. Like we said kanina, it's all about perception, expectation, emotions, a lot of things. Look at this. This is Ali, Ayala Land. Muna. Do you think Ayala Land is a good company?
Yes.
It's a good company. You think they will continue making more money? Yes, right? But then, at certain points in time, nagsuswing siya ng 30%. So kunwari, inaral mo yung Ayala Land. You even go to their site. You ask the CFO, you ask everyone, will you make money next year? Yes, they will continue making more money. Pero yung presyo mo nag 30% down. Yung money mo 30% down, what will you do? Ibenta mo? Or ida-doubt mo yung sarili mo? Baka tanga pala ako mag-fundamentals, baka mali ako, ganun. That usually happens, when the price goes the wrong way, you question everything. Pero, if you really trust it comes back up And you need to understand, kaya nga hindi lang F it's FTSR, it's a lot of other things. You need to understand that. Kasi even though nag-price swing, it's earning consistently. Does that make sense? May sense ba yung stock market? Bakit ang gulo-gulo? Same lang naman yung earnings niya? May sense ba? Bakit ang weird ng stock market? Because again, it's a lot of other factors. It depends on who's buying you. Kung ano, may foreign fund na bumibila sa Ayala Land, it matters. Liquidity ng market, it pushes the price. So there's a lot of other factors, not just fundamentals. Ayan marami pang uncertainty. May news on Trump. May interest rates, inflation, everything is in the equation. So fundamentals is really not everything. Next one. Let's try technicals. Technical study of the market price. Kasi when people start opening accounts, diba? They ask you, ano bibilin ko? They never ask, when do I buy? When it's very, very important. Like kagaya kanina, Ayala Land, it's the same thing. Same earnings. Pero depende on where you buy, it matters so much. Yung 30% swing na yun, that's so much. So you also need technical analysis to tell you when you're gonna buy the stock. Fundamentals will teach you what, technicals will teach you when. Okay? So, 3 principles lang ng tech analysis. Bear with me here, okay? Number 1, price discounts everything. Kasi para malagyan natin ng gap yung weird na ng technicals na bakit ako maniniwala sa presyo. Bakit ako maniniwala sa chart. Bakit ako maniniwala sa trend line. Ayan, di ba? Number 1, price discounts everything. Kung wari, itong presyo, kayo yung stock market, kayo nagde-decide anong presyo na ito So, some of you, kung wari, meron sa inyo, taga-ECE, alam niya, cheap to. Meron taga dito, nag-supply from China, so alam niya, good quality. So, it's the market what everyone thinks. Kung wari, naglabas ka ng isang Chicken Joy, sa market, meron dyang butcher, meron dyang taga-grow ng chicken, meron dyang matakaw lang, meron dyang chef. So, it's everyone. It's everyone dictating what the price. So, there, price discounts everything. What everyone thinks. Next one is prices move and trends. An chicken mo, parang diba? Kaya kung yung Jollibee, yung momentum niya, it keeps on going up because they keep on expanding stores. There needs to be a really big force downwards para ma-stop yung momentum ni Jollibee on expanding, right? Parang ganon. Medyo ganon yung concept ng prices move and trends. I don't know if I gave justice to it. Next one, history repeats itself. This is very important. Mukha lang technical analysis is all about numbers. It's not. It looks like it's all about intimidating numbers, right? But it's all about human emotions. Because in the market, the buy, sell, it's all about those human beings na nasa likod ng computer screen, clicking buy or sell. Kinakabahan din yung mga yan. Even though malalaking fund managers na kayo, you still get scared. Kahit na everyday mo na ginagawa yan, pag nag-shake yung stock mo, wala na. Everyone's human eh. Human beings tayo and humans feel the same way. That's why yung technical analysis concept has been here around for 100 years. Kasi humans never change. Right? Does that make sense? It makes sense, right? Sige, try natin. I have a book here. I don't know how to group you guys. May data naman kayo, di ba? Salasal tayo. May wifi. May wifi. Go to chartgame.com.
Ang ganda tayo. Ang ganda tayo.
Hindi ba ito honesty basis na lang ah? Ano? Pwede naman, pero no need na. Kasi ito individual game naman. So it's okay. So yung highest return, you'll get this book. I think this is signed, ha? This is signed. Pick the ano this one, equities, swing trader. So, mag-partner na lang kayo with the person beside you. Pwede. Partner kayo with the person beside you, tapos
I have no idea.
honesty system.
Nanonood na lang ako.
Show each other para may nagbabantay. Ano?
Okay, mahina wifi. Wala akong data.
Pero wait, sino partner mo? Nasa chartgame.com, di ba kayo?
No data.
My name is K.O.
No
No need to
data.
sign in ata. Minsan parang use Facebook na lang eh. So yung katabi nyo, bantayan nyo ah.
Portfolio.
Oo. Para lang ma-feel nyo how it feels to make money and lose money. Chartgame.com. Ayaw gumana. CR na lang siya gagawa.
Use swing trader.
Equities then play swing traders.
Wala akong wifi.
Oh, maglalaro na. Just click buy, sell, whatever. Isang round lang walang ulit Walang ulitan to. Bandayin nyo yung katabi nyo. I mean, isang round lang pag naubos nyo yung pera nyo. Honesty system. Hindi, ano yan? Wala naman. Oh, okay lang. It's the same thing. Same thing. Ay, yung wifi yung problema. Wait lang. Guys, work in pairs na lang. Is that easier? Para one of you won't may data. Kaso wait lang.
Share lang sila. Pag nabasa dito.
Gusto niyo ba may group na lang?
One word lang. Investor.
We can also do this later if you want. Para pag na-set up na yung ano. Which one's easier? Later na lang. Sige, set up first I'll continue na lang. Should be fun. Ayan o. So that's it. Hindi ko pa naaano sa inyo, pero yun yung technical analysis. Kasi when you see the stock price going up, going down, yun yung feelings nyo yun yung emotions. So that's technical analysis for you. Next one is sentiment, which we always forget. Kunwari, last year, everyone's saying na why is the PSEI down so much? Why is the Philippine index down? Is it the end of the world? Bakit ganito inflation natin? Is it our president? Is it everyone? But we fail to recognize that everywhere in the world, the markets were going down. So yun yung overall sentiment in the world markets. We must not forget that. Next one is risk management. How do I buy? So fundamentals, what do I buy? Technicals and sentiment, when do I buy? Risk management is how do I buy? Bakit ang weird naman ang question, how do I buy? Di ba mag-click lang ako? How do I buy? Especially for you guys na a lot of you gusto maging short-term traders you need to protect yourself. You always, that's rule number 1. You need to protect yourself. Kasi everyone in the market will try to take your money away from you. Nakatakot ba? So you need to do proper sizing, and lagi kapag bumagsak, it doesn't go your way, you need to cut. Okay? So kunwari, when you enter a stock, o isang round lang yan later Yan. When you enter a stock, dapat may plano kayo, saan kayo i-enter. Tapos kapag na-reach yung target nyo, bebenta nyo na. Pero pag it doesn't go your way, you minimize your losses by selling once it reaches this point. Parang ganun, para hindi nag-accumulate yung losses nyo. Risk first, profit second. Look at that chart very carefully. So kapag 5% loss, you need 5.26% to gain it back. Pero pag medyo malala ka na, you have 50% loss, you need to double your money. It's so much easier to lose than to gain. Nakatakot, diba? Nakatakot. So this is rule number 1 before you even go in. Dapat may plano kayo. Kapag with Citysec, for us, yung mga professional traders, this is what we do. This is what I also do in the US market. So for every trade, I only allocate 1% na VAR. What is VAR? Value at risk. So kung ang portfolio ko is 1 million, ang pwede ko lang i-risk per trade, 10,000 pesos. Yan lang pwede kong talunin. Kasi I need to be wrong 100 times before I wipe out my portfolio. Is that hard? Ang hirap naman maging mali 100 times in a row, di ba? Maybe there's something wrong with you if that happens. So yun, you need to protect yourself from that. 1% lang ma-lose mo per trade. Mukha lang siyang, bakit ang liit lang? Pero tingnan mo to. Kung wari, ito yung normal setup mo I didn't teach you technical analysis setups, pero this is yung mga kuwari, yung rules. I can give you materials if you want. Kuwari, entry mo, ito. Tapos ito yung cut mo. Yan yung plano mo. So that's just, risk per share mo is 8 cents. Total risk allocated mo is 10,000. Pero yung gross, it's 85. So, you'll be fine. Hindi naman siya super small. You can also adjust this to 2-3% if you want. Depends on your risk appetite. So, this is important. This concept is very important. There. And then, how do I prepare for it? COL Financial. May schedules, may schedules sa site. You can check it yourself. There are free seminars there if you want. Technicals, fundamentals. Ayaw, pakita mo kay boss. Joke lang. Joke lang. Ayan. So, wait lang, conscious ako. So, meron talagang free seminars for you guys. And then, Investor Society, that's why I really love working with you guys. Kasi I was in JFA also, we didn't have anything. So, this is my tiny URL of my pirated books when I was starting out. Yung iba sa kanya ko pina-download kasi I don't know how to torrent. So, finance books are so expensive They're super expensive, so just use the pirated if wala tayong resources, okay? Bawal yun. Pero mga taga-UP pirata talaga Yun. You can use this if you want. Social media portals right now, so what I do with my Facebook, lahat yung nag-edit. See first lagi Bloomberg, Business World. So when I scroll through my timeline, hindi selfies. Minsan memes, pero mostly business, diba? Memes kasi ang hirap i-hide Ayun. Yung next, yung podcast. Calum Short Stocks. Ayun, maraming podcast everywhere. There's so many free resources out there. You know, our generation, feeling ko, if you don't know anything in this age, it's on you na It's your fault. Everything's out there. Diba? Parang we keep on complaining, I don't know how to do this, how to do this, how to do this. I-YouTube mo lang, how to, blah, 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 blah. Parang everything's being spoon-fed, which is harder nga minsan kasi nakaka-overwhelm din everything So it's better than if you have a guide. Okay? Video tutorials, it's everywhere also. And this is that's my wallpaper until today. So kung wala kayong jowa, stocks na lang yung ilagay niyo sa wallpaper nyo. That's better. So, walang jowa, pero you have money, that's fine. Okay? So, ito yung mga ginagawa para you're always updated with the stock market and you can do it by yourself. Tapos, these are good books if you wanna start. So, yung Nita's Little Guide, that's the first book I read. This is very good kapag you have zero background. I was reading this when I was in second year kasi hindi ko pa natutake yung ibang finance class So yung mga PE, yung mga ganyan dyan ko lahat natutunan. The Nita's Little Guide. It's in the tiny URL. Tapos ito, when you're more advanced, this is focused on fundamentals. Finding the next Starbucks. Sino yung next na puputak na stock. Ganon. Also, how to make money in stocks. Medyo may technicals din siya. Next one, last steps na lang on fundamental analysis if you want to do it yourself, okay? Number one, keep it simple. Garbage in, garbage out. That's why we don't really like DCF. Researcher, magaling naman sila. Pero kasi kapag DCF, ang dami mong assumptions. Paano kung mali yung assumption mo? Sumera ka pala. Diba? Garbage out ka rin. I'm gonna teach you a shortcut. O yun, nag-enjoy na siya, oh. May mamaya pa. Ito. So, this is a sample research report. Ayan, sabi nila, hold down. Sabi nila, fair value is 286. This is Jollibee Foods Corporation. Ito yung EPS niya, ito yung growth niya. This is the shortcut that I do, Graham Growth Model. Fair value, hindi ko kailangan ng DCF. It's EPS, you can see it here, EPS times 8.5 plus 2 times growth. Simple lang. You know the Maybank Go Ahead Challenge? This is a competition in KL. Dude, 40k USD yung first prize. Pina-valuations kami. Ito lang yung ginawa ko. Feeling nila, finance God, ganun. Ito lang yung ginawa ko. They were so surprised. So, okay na alam mo yung mga shortcuts na yan. So, mukha lang siyang simple, mukhang weird na formula. Kasi 8.5, it's like your PE, parang yung value mo if the company has no growth. Kaya nga dadagdagan mo yung growth eh. Yan lang yung basic concept niyan. So, Jollibee, current price is 317. Kapag nilagay ko 12% growth, ito yung presyo. So, it depends on my assumption kung ano yung growth. So, feeling ko 12, 15 to 20% yung growth. I will only buy this stock kapag more than 80% yung growth, 18% yung growth. Something like that. Shortcut lang. Next one, it's always expectation versus reality. Kaya nga, when earnings come out, it's versus consensus. Kunwari, ina-expect na ng lahat na 100% growth yung company ngayon. Kung ano, first honor sa class, diba lagi naman siyang perfect? Diba? Lagi 100 eh. Pero once na nag-95 yan, everyone's like, huh? Ganun eh. So, it doesn't matter what your performance is. Kung expected na yan, you won't really make a lot of money out of it. Kung wala, yung last in class, biglang nagka-80. Everyone's so surprised. Just like in the stock market, pag yung laggard mo, pag yung walang kwentang stock, biglang gumalaw yung earnings niya, everybody will buy it, mag-gap up talaga yan. So, it's expectation versus reality. Next one. Ayan, you hated Pepsi, diba? So, yun yung expectation versus reality. Kasi parang feeling ko today, everyone's expecting Pepsi na parang, walang kwenta yan. Walang kwenta. Kasi yung sugar prices, 1.3 naging 1.950, ganun siya last year. Eh ngayon, it's going down again. 1.7, 1.6. So, feeling ko, may chance si Pepsi kasi everyone's feeling like durog na siya. Ganun, okay? This one, fundamentals takes effort but it can make all the difference. Kasi minsan magkakamukha sila. This is an example sa US market. Ito yung screener namin. Pero 100 yung lalabas na magkakamukha. Alin dyan, bibilin mo? So, it depends on the fundamentals. Ito, dati ko tong post, parang ano to, Feb 19 pa, may ano pa ako, might be a gem. So, bibilin mo kung gusto mo yung kumpanya. Okay? This one is important. Speculative fundamentals. Medyo weird, di ba? Kasi feeling mo, pag momentum trading, you don't need the fundamentals. Di ba sabi nila, you only need fundamentals kapag long term? Di ba? But then, you can actually use fundamentals for speculations. This is super cool. Yung mga first search niya, magkakamukha eh. Lahat ba na nagsa-search, bibilin mo? Yung iba, binibili na pag pure technical sila. Pero ikaw, gusto mo ba ganun? Mahuhuli ka talaga eh. Mahuhuli ka on some days. Sige, this is what we do. This is PHEN, P-H-E-N. So, sinabi nila, i-acquire daw ng Ayala, ganun. Sorry, nag-plug na rin on Twitter. Pero ano, para lang to tell you na nakakompute talaga siya. So, may news that time. So, blah, 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 bibilin, ganto, ganto, ganto. You don't need the DCF here, you only need one calculator. Isang calculator lang, tapos, kasi at that point, 1.5 na siya. Tingnan mo to, that's 1.5. It's the peak. I tweeted this when it was at the peak. And I was like, what's wrong with the market? Why are you still buying this? You're buying it at such a high price, ganyan, ganyan. Pero kung hindi mo tinitingnan yung fundamentals, bibilin mo pa rin, di ba? Tama? Magpapahuli ka kasi nasa taas. So, syempre, bibilin mo pag momentum trader ka. Pero if you know the fundamentals, isang calculator lang, isang computation lang, alam mo na, you need to stay out of it. Gets? Next one, this is Holcim. Parang nagka-news neto na baka i-acquire siya. Baka ibenta ng Holcim. Actually, it also happened in Indonesia. Yung Holcim Indonesia, binenta. So this is what we did. Ayun, this is Chairman Edward Lee. Look at the date. The last day, dito, tinanong niya, sabi niya, Sheena, bibilin ba natin to? Oh, wait lang, boss. So ito yung acquisition value sa Indonesia. Kapag pinlot mo siya with the Philippines, parang relative valuation. Parang ganon. Pero simple computation lang to. Fair price per share, 10.07. When it reached 10.07, nagbato siya.
5,000.
Nagbato siya dito. It was a good price. Then syempre, you make money. That's a lot, ah. 8.25 to 10. Is that a lot? That's 25% of your money. How many days? So yun, may mga quick ganun lang yan. You only do this in less than 30 minutes. Pero it makes all the difference. Speculative fundamental analysis. Sobrang cool stuff na to. I think this is the best, not even the long-term fundamentals. Next one is you make do with what you have. Feeling ko talent natin to eh. Inaamin ko, may stalking talent ako. Like yung mga IG stories, lahat, alam mo yan, may stalking account ka pa with everything. Mga girls, magaling talaga mag-research yan. Kaya I was talking to this analyst na friend ko na babae. Sabi niya, sa lahat ng lolokohin niya, yung analyst pa. I did shit for a living. Ako malalokohin niya. Parang ganun. Kasi magaling talaga mag-dig ng ano talaga. Kung I was looking at AGI. It's Alliance Global. So they own Mega World, they own Emperador. So I even went there. Even Resorts World, I was looking there and I was asking, "Wait, do you like this team place? Is the new wing always full?" Tapos I go to Dalmore na parang sabi ko, who buys these stuff? Sabi niya, ay, Chinese. They always buy. They buy a lot. They buy in bulk. So parang magsustock ka rin eh. Tapos, when I go to the IR, Investor Relations, I talk to them. Lahat naka-prepare. Alam ko ano yung sinabi ng ibang analyst. One time ang awkward nga. You know Investor Relations? Investor Relations, parang if you're a listed company, there's supposed to be someone there na talking to investors. Eh parang nadig ko yung yung holdings. Tapos sabi ko, parang talo ka pa sa holdings mo kasi that time, parang presyo ng stock is 10. Eh yung buying niya, 11, Investor Relations, she has like 2 million shares. So parang, medyo malaki ang talo niya. Parang, medyo ka pa. So parang, she found it so odd, ba't mo alam? So parang, your stocking skills, apply it in the stock market. Yun lang yung lesson here, okay? You make do with what you have.
Stopping.
Ayan.
Yun yung stopping. Diba yung nilalagay sa box?
This one. So, last, another look at the FTSR, and we're good. Let's play the game. Do we play the game?
They're still playing.
You're already playing.
Hindi, pinapractice ko muna itong pinto.
Gusto niyo ba by group na lang? So, how do we want to play the game? Meron na ba kayong data?
Is everyone connected na? The Wi-Fi. Gumagana ba yung Wi-Fi? Ayos mo. Investment siya sa
Your question?
Ano po yung difference ng day trader sa swing trader?
Difference from day traders sa swing trader. O sige, ito. This guy is from Angping Securities. So parang, kaya ako rin dinala kasi different talaga per broker ah. Like kami yung mas mababait. Sila yung manloloko. So iba-iba na rin yung strategy ah. Joke lang. No, kasi with us, parang prop trading, day trading talaga eh. In, out ka in a single day. Swing trading, weeks eh. Weeks, months, pwedeng ganun. Pero you can see firm to firm, iba talaga yung strategy eh. Like sila, sige, sabi mo strategy nyo. Oh, go.
Ang strategy. Ang akong strategy ko is to, diba, FTSR, is to buy with the least risk possible. Kasi diba, it's a game of risk eh. Managing everything. You want to win as much while losing as little, diba? It's a
So
game
how
of this.
did you pick BMW?
I see.
Yan ang boses
Yeah,
ko.
Big bite ako. I look at fundamentals first. Fundamentals. kasi you have to know what's inside the company, if they're making money, if it's valid, or if it's just a fad, di ba? Like the nows, the ISMs, like that. Tapos you use technicals to know when to enter, di ba? When to enter a stock. Tapos sentiment for the industry, let's say, di ba, property might go up because of the Chinese. Tapos risk management is the sizing, how much will I buy, where will I enter, where will I sell if I don't make money. It's like that. Before you enter, you should have all of that in mind. You know, you have to be planned. One wrong mistake will cost you a lot of money.
Gawin niyo siyang friend kasi yun nga, yung firm niya medyo notorious.
Uy, grabe.
So, kapag may nakita ko na umaakyat na stock, parang siya gusto mo bilhin. Kaso ang pin yung nagtulak. So, tatanungin ko muna siya, totoo ba to? Or nang naloko lang? Sabi niya, ay, hindi ako yan, hindi ako yan. Okay, huwag natin ano yun. So, it's very important man naloko talaga mga tao sa industry. I'm not saying it's just you guys. Yung mga students
Grabe
talaga.
kami, ah.
I mean, don't get me wrong kasi marami talaga, yun yung mga luma na parang, how do they survive, diba? Alam mo yung mga pinupush lang talaga nila, tapos bubuhusan ka. Marami talagang mandaloko. So, make
naman
friends
ako
with
dun.
the firm na ganun para alam nyo ano yung tama, alin yung mali. Okay? I mean, it's a good tip kasi grabe talaga, grabe in the Philippines, grabe.
Well,
I mean, when I compare it to the US market, dito puro lokahan talaga. You make money.
Pero if you are trading na, I suggest you should like take note of who's buying and selling also. Kasi per broker, there's a different characteristic. How they buy, how they sell, like that. Diba? Tips lang.
Nakatakot talaga yung market.
Eh, sanay ka ako 10 years na ako dito. Kahit 24. Sanayan lang.
Are you ready?
Do you have any questions? Anyone? No?
Yung yung equities tapos may,
Sa brokers,
yes.
they have specific, hindi, kasi ako, I have data, every time a broker buys, I note it down. Like,
Alright, so you have COL account?
do you have an account ba?
Do you have what account? Nomura.
Nomura also has, they have like saying who buys, if the money's foreign or local, like that. So, ako I note it down every time, like, who's buying, how much are they buying, where are they buying, where, tapos yun, di ba? I try to imagine myself in that seat and why they buy, di ba? Pati.
Okay, research nila Nomura. So make use of it.
Pero good luck sa platform, they lag sometimes. Need fast internet sa Nomura.
Sure?
Hindi, ako I use Nomura. I tried all platforms, Nomura, every platform I've tried na. Kaya, yun. Ay, sorry.
Okay daw yung ano nila
Yeah.
eh. Yung,
They have a new system upcoming. I haven't tried it. Have you
kailangan
tried it?
ata 200k yung minimum for the
Ah, yun. For the new system, 200,000. Pero,
Siyempre COL! Tanong ba yan?
uy, tagal tayo ng bias dito. Ako, I'm not gonna say my own firms kasi pangit yung amin eh.
COL.
Ano ba? Wait lang. Pero sige. Are you planning to do this professionally, daily, or week, or like, like, buy accumulate ka lang, or like, professionally, like, you now watch it every day? Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, purita kami Google Chrome lang kami.
Ako, I'm such an advocate, I don't use phone. But if phone, I think call.
Do you want to see the platform?
They have a platform online also.
May internet ba yun? Yung laptop?
Yeah, do you guys launch the mobile thing, diba?
Soon. We will launch the mobile app soon.
May mobile app na sila.
Ako nag-advertise.
Dapat nga, in-upload ko yung firm ko, pero wala, pangit.
Do you want to see the profile sa the platform?
Bakit yan?
I will see the... Oh, no na pala. Sige. Para
Mali
makita
yun,
niyo how
sayang.
it looks like. You want to? Ako pumunta dito. normally when the price goes up, right?
Magkano na to?
With shortage, you make money if the price goes down. It's not available locally. Parang, ano siya, it's in the other markets. Pero you can still do it. Kasi yung practice ko na yun, cover is like the opposite of set one. Buy and sell, diba? Buy low, and then you sell high, you make money. But for shorting, it's a different thing. Shorting kasi, we call it
Ano, magbabuy, sell, shit ko lang.
you have 10 shares. Ako wala akong
Ha?
shares. Pili ko,
Cover.
bagsak yung
Kita ko
shares.
siya ng cover.
So it's
Short
100
tsaka
pesos
cover.
today. What I do,
Short tsaka
take
cover.
it, pili, borrow 10 of your shares. Tapos tomorrow,
Hindi pa yung nakikita yung short
tama ko, diba?
Hindi lang buy and
So,
sell.
90, any 90 pesos worth na lang yung ibabalik ko sa kanya. So, I gained the 10. So, pag pinalik ko, ano lang
Buy, sell.
Hindi maganda yung ano. Talaga na sa
RCOS tayo, culture stocks. RCOS.
when you look at the hello, ito ba yung mga index and everything, and then we research. There's research here. Kumari, one, give me a company. So, ayan, ayan yung mga buying and selling, yung mga nakapost. Yung posting na yan, it's basically like ng palengke. Ano yung tower na sa palengke? Parang kumari, ako gusto ko 100 lang yung tilapia. Tapos sabi niya, gusto niya 110 yung ibenta niya. Pero ako, 100 lang pera ko. So this is basically it. Yung mga nag-ask, that's the tindera na siya gusto nila mag-ask. The other side, it's yung gusto tumawad. So unless someone has adjust, there's no chance at all. Like that. So that's it. Yung buyers and sellers, yun yung sinasabi niya kanina na, depende on the broker. Yung nag-change ito yung parang andyan yung kung sino broker yung nasa-ask. And, kumari, bibili ni Kaiwa, and alam mo na si Kaiwa, insider yan. So, gusto mo siya. Ano din yun? Company, research. There's a lot of research naman available. Kaya fundamentals, mas okay na you learn the practical side of it. Kasi there will be analysts doing it for you eh. Basta you understand the concept behind it. Alam mo, hindi ka nila gawa. Just go to research. Medyo ano lang siya, when you first see it, parang ang daming nangyayari. Pero you actually need it eh. Active, scanners, shooters, markets, there. Okay na?
Some news. Yung news, diba,
All intelligence will bring us. Kung alam natin, mayaman na tayo. Diba? So, kung gusto mo malaman, there's a strategy like that. Yung aabangan mo yung mga stocks na decided. May strategy na ganyan. So, parang training setup din. Maybe, I can give you materials if you want. You can email me. Books.
Kasi ano mo slide?
Oh, we will send a slide. Gusto niyo dito naman tayo mag-chart game?
Yeah, sure.
Pinabay ko na.
Very smooth.
Pinabay ko na.
Kaya lang materials.
Pinisin ako na kasi
Wala, you can buy or sell na eh. Kasi
How much yung minimum nyo?
1K na lang minimum ng COL.
Practice after you.
Dati 5, yun 1 na lang.
Oh, the farmer.
Walang siya doon. Kung pwede natin tao.
It's actually popular in the economy. What happens when the work, the index, and the foreigners. Well, that's what gives you a
Including their accumulated.
Latest game.
Yeah. Ano ba i-trade off? I-trade off?
Pala, simulate set pala. Matanda yung to trade with my allowance.
Pero, still that you try that. Ganun na natin. Parang machine. Ano pa yung
yung short dito?
Ay, short is when you think the stock is gonna go down. The more it goes down, the more money you make. Pero, yun, that's a short. I don't know where
Sir, ano yung cover?
Cover is like when you're gonna cut it now or you wanna set it now. Like that. Cover the short.
Oh, bubo, tapos pera. Kasi sabi niya yung shorts na tayo. Tapos bababa yung
Well,
feeling
it
ko
depends
next
per
month.
person.
T-shirt mo na parang
Wala ako, kaya sinasabi diba, you have to
Oh, person to person.
Ako yung dito.
Ayaw eh. Guys, ayaw mag-cooperate ng short game. I'm so sorry. Go down.
kung bababa yung
I can't give you a specific kasi the best one is the most comfortable with you. The one you can say that, I see this happen. It's like, something what's this? Sheena, what's that big here? My cough. What's up, my cough? Is that a sharp fire or something?
Oh, 5.0 the silver.
Try natin to, guys. So, do we buy ourselves? Look at the screen. Practice tayo.
Sheena, can you show them an indicator?
Buy ourselves. You guys decide.
Next bar.
Buy?
Next bar.
Majority tayo, so.
Next bar.
Wala. Parang technical analysis practice. We buy.
Wow! Galing ah.
Oh, so we gain 1.8 na.
first
Ano
times ba?
gagawin?
Isang yan kami mga
5x? 5 times? Yes?
Yes!
Mga loka-loka kayo. Oh!
Next bar.
Ay!
Wala na tayong pera, so next bar.
Which beer company?
Next bar. What do we do? You decide.
Kailangan ko mainig eh. So,
Bababa siya. Bababa siya. Next bar muna, next bar. Next bar muna.
Sell?
Next bar.
You guys decide.
Next bar. Oh, tumaan. Oh! Ooh. Oh!
But you understand the feeling? But no, this is even fake money, ah.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Short?
Bye bye.
What's that short? Shorting is you gain money when the price goes down, ah. Be short?
Bye bye. Bye ako.
Oh, let's try short now.
Bye ako. Oh. Oh. Tama.
Next, ano gusto?
Cover yan.
We cover already. Cover is like the best position of short. So what do we do? Next bar.
Babae ba o short? Short.
Wait.
Buy times 5.
Yes, I see what
Sell.
Ha?
5 times. Woo! May sinasabi nagsabi ng 5 times. Siya. Nagsabi.
Kung kailan 5 times nun ka lang. Ooh!
Next bar.
Hindi, meron pa.
Buy.
Sorry.
Oh. Wag 5 times. Wag 5 times. Wag 5 times.
Next bar.
Sabi ko 1 5 times. Sabi ko 1 5 times.
Nagsabi.
1 Next bar daw, next bar. Sela.
Ay, ako, yan.
Oh, nice.
You can do it in your phone. Alright now.
Ganda eh.
Gawin natin sa totoong pera.
Ewan naman.
That's basically trading, right?
Try natin.
Gawin natin sa totoong pera.
Uy, 9 gun.
So, kahit sino sa inyo, I'll give you 1 minute. Kung sino highest value will get the book.
Oo, okay.
Just do it.
Sheila, how much yung US nyo?
Scammer.
Sheila, how much yung US? 10 million, di ba? Minimum?
No, 25k USD lang. So, it's 11.55. 11.57. Kung sino pinakamataas na value will get this book. I think this is signed, ah. Parang budgeting financial something.
Ba't ganito yung ano ko?
Yes. Please.
Pero bakit
Oh,
naman?
sige, kayo na bahala. Okay lang. Ulit kasi.
Paano pala ito?
Same thing eh. Oh, may timer yan. This is a good game, ah. For ano? Pwede kapag
Grabe ka
nag-players, isang kami kasi
Wala pa sa author
you
news
need
eh.
to put the scenario. Pero minsan we have traders night.
Susunod na
You
hirap
need to
ako
memorize it, right? If you don't memorize it, that's a really fun game. So, showdown, sino naka-memorize ng all the time? It's a good trader. Good.
20 seconds.
Grabe yung tubig, ang bilis. 2 minutes.
Ay, 2 minutes ba?
Oh, sige,
Akala ko 1 minute na.
Pamala.
Sige, 2 minutes na natin. 2 minutes na natin.
Go guys, go guys!
Saan ba na? Medyo.
Pero may sayang kasi kung you can manually do the bar. Parang timing. We don't control the or day break. Ano sa
Like, para yung organizer nyo, sinatime kayo.
May question po. So, 2 minutes. 40 seconds.
Basically, switch. Ano yung switch?
Negative. Ito yung current holding mo. Pero yung game mo, 57%. Oh, yun yung hawak mo right now. So, ang importante dito yung realized PNL.
15 seconds.
Do you have two specific?
We have to Two, one, zero.
Okay.
Stop. Phones up.
Grabe to. Sinawi ko tayo.
Phones up.
Hold up! Ano mga game nyo?
Lala magtatap.
Sino yung game? So, yung iba, lost.
Game.
Oh, game. Sabihin nyo, ano game nyo?
7,000.
27,000. Who can top that?
Cash na lang.
Oh, cash.
Yeah, the starting cash is all the same. Pwede yung play ba kanina?
Ilang percent na?
Same lang, di ba? Percent na lang, I'm sorry. Percent na lang. 30.
30%.
May 51 dito.
81. 81.
81% off.
81. Guys, may 81 sa harap.
81.
Close, no?
May
Kaya nakagobre ako.
Nice!
Ah, 81%. Ayan, pwede ka atang trader, 81. Okay? So, yun yung feeling actually ng trading. Lalo pag wala kang alam sa kumpanya. Yan, blind eh. Go to the company, just click buy, sell, whatever, right? So, that's how it feels sometimes to be a day trader. So, at least you know how it feels na. Alright? So, support nyo yung investor society. We feel very happy na meron na rin sa Lasal na ganito. You need a community eh. Alright? So, if you have any questions, just ask us. Anything. Okay? So, email na lang the slide, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Alright.
So,
Any question?
yeah, question and answer? Any question?
If not, when going out the room,
Can you, sa attendance sheet, attendance sheet. For, sino dito yung mga nag-inside sa Aquino? May specific sheet dun for Aquino 1 and 3. tingnan nyo na sushi. Compare your profit one for CS.
Tapos for members, you can get your ID. That's the members outside.
Yeah. Sige. Wait lang, may last announcement lang kami. Also on March, on March 25, we're actually having another seminar. This time it's talagang technical analysis siya. So it's great na we actually had a bit of a taste here. So on March 25, we'll be having a bit more in-depth look naman on technical analysis. Yung mukhang magsi-speaker sa atin is First Metro. It's most likely First Metro. So, yun. We'll see the pub na lang. So, yun. We're looking forward to seeing you again.
If you have any questions, please just contact us on our Facebook page. And then we'll try to answer your mga dito.
Yes, bigay mo ang picture.
Lahat ba tayo?
Or ano nyo na ito?
Okay yung muna.
Alam mo, dito na lang ganyan, ano?
May front page yung PowerPoint.
Sige, sige. Okay. Mas maganda ito, right?
Sige, Reggie, someone asking a question. Yes? I will be emailing it to you guys. We'll be asking you for your emails when they send.
Whoever wants it, just sign
Yes.
up.
Where do you usually trade for international?
So,
International companies.
So when I do the US market, yeah, you can use interactive brokers. So interactive brokers, minsan medyo hassle lang siya to make the account. Siguro naman talaga mahirap mag-make ng account, di ba? Pero mas maliit yung commissions doon. But you can also use COL Global Access. Ay, ganun. Pero din medyo partner din kami with IB. So parang same with your COL. I personally use Charles Schwab, but whatever, what's better for you. eToro, it's interesting rin ah. Super interesting. eToro, ginagawa nila parang social media but trading. They have this thing called copy portfolio. Kukopyahan mo lang yung ibang trader. I haven't. But some of our traders do it. Do you use eToro?
I have one. Questions about it? eToro or no naman? Well, it is easy if you're just trying to copy someone's trade.
Siya yung taga eToro, Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Siya eh.
Pretty good though, that guy. Eugene in Hong Kong.
Any more questions?
Yes, question.
How do you?
There's a button there in eToro. I don't do it, but there's a copy button. You
Parang
can
yun yung
refer the
business
name.
model niya eh.
Yeah, you can. Pero the price is very hard to copy. Dapat sabay talaga kayo.
So parang ano, business, kung wari ako, trader ako, magaling ako. So everyone can copy trade me, but may commissions ako out of it. Oo, different rin. So, I haven't tried it, but it's really interesting business model. There you go. Sa other markets, meron. Philippines lang wala. Tayo lang yung
Ginagawa ko yung
Mag-launch dapat mag-August lang.
oh, ilan taon na yan? Parang 2016 pa sinasabi na, oh, we're gonna have shorting. Asa na?
Index lang.
Wala eh. Wala pa here.
Any more questions?
Tanong na lang kayo on Twitter.
Di ba yung ano?
Hindi.
Di ba yung gagawin yung mga buka nila pay?
So thank you all for coming again. And I'd like to thank Ms. Sheena for taking her time to talk to us about fundamental analysis, and I'd like to present our certificate of appreciation from the org.
lang ah. Great job on your weekend. If you need any help, you ask me wala na pa sponsorship kahit mga hanggang 12. Talk to them na.
So parang when you talk to them, then, they just wanted to give talk.
Talk to the marketing. JFA gets money dati. I'm not sure now. Pero teka na sa boss. Oo, teka na sa yun.
Check our